This is part 3 of Add More Chat Options to a RPG Turn-Based Project Template. In this tutorial we're going to cover how to change the zoom effect when you go to talk to the actor. First of all, I'd like to show you why that event takes place when you have the collision with the actor and how to set up or be able to change that. So go ahead and select the actor, scroll down to the collections and go into the animations collection here. The animation collection holds all the animations for each direction the player can move, including all of its collision for each of the frames for the directions it can move. In addition to that, also axis, which isn't necessarily in this game, but I have used in a Hunger Man game I've created. First of all, go over here to members, go over to the standing one, because this event actually happens when the actor's standing and the player comes up to them. So we're going to want the standing member, and then come over to the collision and go into the collection for that. This basically dictates on which frame each animation is going to take place on. Of course, for the standing one on this actor, he's only a one frame base, so you're only going to have the one frame on it, no others. But in here, you're able to set up exactly where on the player the collision takes place and what event would be fired if you want an event to be fired on that aspect to go into. In this case, it goes into the talk attribute. And that's where it loops back into the scripting file that is linked to the map. So go ahead and cancel out of this, and cancel again. What we're going to want to do is this first thing that happens when it goes into the chat for this effect, I'm going to have it zoom up into a 2x, so we're going to need to go into that script file. Do that, go over to the tree view, of course, like in the previous tutorials, and open the endgame script. Go to the code side. And scroll down to find that talk method. And of course, this is the method that is initiated by that event, which could be renamed by you if you needed to anything. Okay, this is just going to be a one-line modification on this end. So go ahead and come in here and let's go ahead and use the camera.zoom function and let's go ahead and tell it to go to 2.0. And that'll zoom us into 2.0 there. The other thing we're going to need to do is take it back out of Zoom on basically when it's going to exit out of these conversations. So for instance, in the befriend, we're going to want to come over here before the unpause function and go ahead and put this back to normal Zoom. So you can just type in 1 for that. Also with the fishing method we added in there, let's go ahead and add it above there. Nope, that was befriend. Okay, and then additionally, we also, of course, want this on the leave function here. And I believe that should be all the events that are going to exit out of the chat. Let's go ahead and switch to the design mode to get a faster build result and hit the test button. And let's test to see if they've got everything working out fine here. Okay, now we are zoomed up on him. So let's go ahead and try the fishing one. And let's say the leave, and of course the befriend. And that concludes this tutorial. In the next tutorial, I'm going to show how to set up additional chat options for when you click on the chat option to be able to go to the next tree in it to have basically more chat options. And I can also foresee a tutorial being made after that to go into deeper, be able to show how to set up parameters for different decisions that may need to be taken place throughout a conversation, or say if there's a prerequisite event where they have to get a certain item before the tree would start. That could also be done through the scripting very easily. Anyways, thank you. Remember to subscribe, share, like, and comment if you have any questions.